What are you leaving out of that statement, sir?
What do you mean?
You're obviously not telling me exactly the truth, so what are you leaving out?
Gotta work on that. I can't tell you.
Diplomacy. 21. 21 diplomacy. Why can't you tell me? Are we friends and heroes?
My God, you're
Yes,
such an arrogant
we
bitch.
are,
Hey,
but
might as well
I made a
capitalize on
promise and I can't break it.
Promise to who?
I also can't tell you that.
So you want me to trust you? You can't tell me why I should trust you.
Would you rather... How could you trust me if I broke my word?
Good question. You're actually extremely right in this matter. Alright. I just need to go grab a few things.
It's
If
around
you would
back.
be so kind as to watch my stuff.
That's what I've been doing.
I'll continue to do so, please.
Yeah.
Enjoy your hammering.
Sure thing. It goes back to hammering.
It's kind of like two people staring at each other going,
Enjoy your hammering. Of course!
don't know how to feel about you, but alright, whatever. Anyway,
Just feel.
I want to go to my stuff and grab...
So you go around back and you see the huge wagon, but your stuff's not in it.
I will search the area.
You go into his little stables,
Yes.
and he has a whole shelving unit, and everything that you brought with you is on the shelving unit. He put it out of the wagon and into his own little storage.
That's a lot of stuff.
It's a very big unit.
I'm gonna go grab my crossbow, my armor, finally, my bedroll, my blanket,
Oh man,
my compass, my map, my... Where are you? Backpack, harvester's kit, and... There's one more thing here, where are you? I don't see it. Oh, I'll just grab that stuff for now. I'm literally laden myself down with some stuff.
So you two have been waiting at the inn for upwards of 2 hours, and Anais has not returned.
I mean, during that time, we could have basically been discussing, like, are we going to travel? Actually travel back to Mormouth? Are we going to stay here?
Well, we gotta figure out how far away it is. Just really, truly how far away it is.
It's very far away. I've already established that much.
Because maybe if we get in good enough with the priests, maybe they'll shorten the trip.
Did you forget that we technically own? And she's like leaning over, we technically own Wernenberg.
Yeah, how is that gonna help us at the moment?
Well, if we own those lands, then we can do what we want with those lands. Since they need the fur.
We can pin up the rabbits again and put Anais to work making cashmere.
Essentially, but
The only
Considering-
person who
Only
could.
you knew.
the issue here is we own those lands. We can do whatever we want with the lands, but no one's going to enter it except the three of us.
Well, that means we need to make new walls and
Heroes.
gates.
For now, we can just think about planning ahead because that's not going anywhere. And it's not like they can do anything without the deed.
Which we need to make sure that's safe if this is the case.
Anais has that, doesn't she?
Well, she was the last one that I knew had it, but her stuff is elsewhere.
Well,
I didn't
Yeah.
grab that.
it
No, I grabbed my backpack, which would have been...
with whoever's that owns the wagon.
What's to say somebody didn't go through her stuff?
Didn't she say that she was gonna go look for her stuff? I'm sure.
Yeah, but how many days has it been since we got back?
2.
2.
I have plenty of time for somebody to be going through her stuff.
Then why don't we ask her when she gets here?
We need to. And then we need to figure out what we're going to do. Because it's going to be expensive to rebuild anything.
Well, yes, that's why we plan ahead. Of time.
But if we go back to Moormouth, then getting back here to work on that is going to be very difficult.
That's why I said we should plan ahead instead of just deciding to leave right away because we have lands here.
Okay.
And suddenly your conversation is broken by the sound of multiple different people screaming outside of the inn.
Okay, let's see. How freaked out do I get? Not that freaked out. It's concerning.
Aothane's just like, we should go check that out now.
Yes, it is concerning. So, get up and go out.
She still has her cleaver
It
and
occurs
her
to me this map is
hand and
useless
her
in
knife
this
with
area.
her.
It occurred to me that this map is now useless in this area.
What map?
What map?
Normally when you buy a map for your immediate area and
Yeah.
and surroundings. So I have the great map of where we live.
Yeah.
So you
what,
go
what do we see
outside?
outside?
You see what villagers were still having festivities, running away from something.
What's going on? Diplomacy. She's gonna try and grab somebody aside going, what's happening? Just maybe like stop them for a second with a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 diplomacy.
Grabbing one of them.
Maybe tapping them on the shoulder, getting in front of them, something like that.
Alright. So what do you do?
What's going on?
The second you attempt to even stop one of them, he just flat out runs straight into you, and you both are knocked down to the ground.
Fine.
Well, I'll help
You see this
Aothan out.
happen, and he immediately gets up, and before he's even all the way up, is starting to try to run away.
Alright.
This is very disturbing. And I'm going to turn my attention towards where he came from, the direction he came from.
So it's the south side of town is where everybody was running away from,
Well, let's go.
and you can see
Can't be any worse than what we saw inside that
a dark.
place.
You can see a dark figure.
What did we say inside that place?
Approaching.
What place?
Oh, well, it was scary.
Oh yeah! It's not an ace!
So, going where? We're going towards...
The south
So you're heading
side.
towards the south, and you can see a darkened figure coming towards you. Very tall.
Perception!
You do that. I am remembering what the priest told me. My holy symbol is going into my bodice.
25 perception.
So you can make out what appears to be a person riding atop a black horse, but it's kind of obscured a little bit by this black mist.
I'm going, as we walk forward, I'm going to kind of step a little bit behind Aothan.
And as you are moving, you can hear the inn. Every single window is being slammed shut, and the door is being barred.
Edith, are you sure we should be going this way, Aothan? Because it seems like the smart thing to do is to hide.
I will slightly remind you all that we are not heroes, we are commoners.
Do you not notice that everybody is hiding?
Rolled a 93 percentile.
Oh god, you're so brave
like,
today.
I'm gonna do
No
it.
fear.
It's because I'm there.
Yep. Big sissy. I'm sorry, little sissy's there. Gotta protect little sissy.
Why?
If the entire town is terrified of this,
Oh, the entire town's terrified? I didn't roll good enough. I didn't even roll a percentile. She was that focused on trying to figure out what was that.
it's probably death.
Death. Alright, head in, let's go.
Towards it or away from it?
Where do you want to go?
Away from it, let's go.
Alright, lead the way.
Back to the inn.
Are you going at a fast pace?
Yes.
You're basically... Okay, she's walking. Just try... Just...
You didn't get very far.
And when she's going slower than me, I'm going to go grab her hand and start pulling her.
She's like,
Let's
why
go,
are you
let's go, let's go.
bugging me? You go.
Alright, so you are at the inn door.
I'm going to pound on it. Let us in now.
Let me in, little baby. Let me in.
You get no response.
Okay, let's see what the dice say I feel this time. Resignation. I am resigned to my fate.
Wait, I'm gonna die now.
Exactly. It's like
You do both remember that these people basically see you as heroes, so they're expecting you to do something.
I'm not even there.
I don't even know what it is.
Well, I guess we have to find out now, don't we? Since they won't let us in.
Why don't you go find
Meanwhile,
How's it going?
as you have collected your stuff at the blacksmith, and
Yeah.
you come out in front, you notice that he's gone.
Go find it.
Where'd he go?
And immediately you see, down, just slightly down the road, the dark horseman on a black horse with kind of a shroudy mist, black mist going around him.
Does she see the back of him? Or
No.
the front of him?
He's still approaching.
Oh.
Shrouded figure in dark mist. Can I make out any detail through the mist at all?
You can tell that he's heavily armored, and so is the horse.
Knowledge religion.
Man,
16.
I want my knowledges back.
An anti-paladin. Or that looks similar to one.
Looks very similar.
Interesting.
And it's just moseying up, taking his time.
Moving up to where?
Just,
Through town? Is he going to a specific destination?
you don't know that yet.
Like, does it look like he's just walking through town though?
Yes. So far, it looks like he's just kind of going through town.
Put my stuff on and go the back way.
And when he sees you, he stops his horse and he's like, "You there?"
I'm gonna look behind me, like I'm expecting him to be pointing at someone else.
the typical response.
Yes, you.
First off, of course, diplomacy apparently. How can I help you, friends?
Oh my goodness! You're just as bad as Aothane.
7.
He just slowly rides up to you, and when he gets close enough, you can tell that the underneath the horse's armor it has slightly red glowing eyes.
Oh!
Knowledge planes.
Damn it, I want my religions back!
Religions?
I want my knowledges.
I said I want my religions back. 17.
And basically, it's a demon horse.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if it was like a Shadowfell horse or like a nightmare. Well, a nightmare would be on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shadow. That's the mist.
This is
Great.
a Ghost Rider. This is Shadow Rider.
Basically. So I'm imagining that he's exuding a very overwhelming presence of undeath presence of undeath and negative energy.
Yes, extreme.
So I feel great.
Oh yeah, you're right at home with him, Daddy.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but yeah.
And he holds out to you a black scroll with a black wax seal and a black ribbon.
You need at least.
Knowledge nobility. Do I recognize the seal? 7. Nope. Not at all. Just reach out,
He
grab
hands
it.
it to you.
Thank you.
And he's just staring at you through his helmet.
Should I read it now or
Just open it. damn
open it?
And before you even start opening, he speaks up. Let them know they are coming. And he turns his horse around and he rides out of the village just as slowly as he came in.
To know they are coming.
The ones I'm supposed to be hiding from.
Okay, well, I unroll it and open it up and start reading it. I see now I can read the language. Only have 2 right languages right now. I have to actually study
What is your languages?
Common and Elven. I don't recognize it all. I'm like,
Nope.
Probably Bloody Abyssal.
More likely to be Infernal or...
You
I don't know
could
how the Shadow one is.
always bring it to somebody that could read it.
Yeah, like the Priest of Norgrimmar. Yeah, you're right. I immediately go to Norgrimmar and be like, I'm like, I can't read this.
I was suggesting Aothane.
Well, I went to the first person I could think of that would be able to read something dark and scary.
Something
Aothane!
dark and scary.
A priest is something dark and scary.
Did you notice that Aothane's been learning other languages?
I mean, I need to learn
No,
some
never
too.
mind. It's common for you to be blind.
He's blonde?
Blind.
I thought she was
You're
saying
blonde
blind
too.
and blonde. No, not brown hair.
Sure don't act like it.
Oh, that glare.
Anyway,
That was the
to
look.
the Temple of Norgrimmar.
Okay.
Norgrimmar, whatever
Know
it's called.
exactly where to go.
Yeah, I do. Is it just wide open?
Yes.
I
In fact, the
it is.
doors are actually open.
I just walk right in.
And the acolyte's standing right outside, kind of like giddy.
Hey, can anyone read this?
Do you show it to him?
Yeah, so like, can you read this?
Okay.
She
He
is
immediately falls dead.
super naive. Like,
Oh! So much
I
for
roll
saying
it back up and like,
Black seal means death.
I stare at him for a while. Like,
He doesn't move. He's just dead on the floor.
And I did go
step
looking.
over him.
I did go looking for an ace, and that we're not that far from big scary horseman.
Oh,
So
yeah. Aothane just looked at you and went, go find an ace, and pushed you.
So you went. So you got to see the horseman stop in front of the blacksmith and talk to Anais and hand her something,
So I'm
and then turn around and ride out of the city.
I'm on Anace's tail.
Well, I'm standing here after this guy falls dead for like a solid minute or so, just like, huh.
Alright,
And
so
then eventually I just literally step over the corpse and walk in.
you do see this from your distance away. You
Oh, I'm
see
gonna run up to her.
Anais present something, and then the man just instantly fall to the ground.
Like paper mache.
Actually,
Yeah, how do you feel
do
about
I
this?
do? I'm not that brave at this point.
So now you're like, never mind.
I'm going to keep my distance, but I'm going to try to
Here comes Aothane just strolling
keep
on
an eye
by.
on you.
I don't even know if she's
But now it's
there.
kind of a mental catalog. Was it a one-time thing, or is she going on a murder spree somehow?
What are you
I'm
doing?
like, I
Why
literally
are you
went,
being so slow? Go.
roll it up and stare at it for a second, going, alright, walk over corpse. Anyone else around?
That to be Aothane next.
Anyone inside the temple?
Not currently.
Oh wait, why am I rolling this on
But-
this? Oh.
How long do you wait there? Or are you just kind of look in and leave?
I look in. Hello? Anybody?
So from kind of one of the doors at the far end, you can hear someone shout out, "Hold on, I'll be right with you."
Is he in for a surprise? Well, I'll wait for him. Quietly.
Eventually he comes out.
And I'm going to be creeping inside looking.
All right. he's-
Aothane approaches. What are you doing?
And he's killed someone.
yeah, there's a dead body right at the front door.
She did something and killed that person.
Oh, poor
Now
thing.
she's inside.
Oh, poor thing. Let's go find out what's going on. My percentiles are healing. I keep getting 90. Walks
My
right
God.
in.
Well, I'm behind you.
Such.
So you finally come out?
Yeah.
Like, hello, sir.
How may I help you?
Your acolyte, is dead.
What?
It's some explaining to do. A man rode into town on a black horse with red glowing eyes and black mist surrounding him.
He finally came.
Sure. And then he handed me this scroll.
Wait, he handed you a scroll?
Yeah, I waved it at him, but I went to show this guy what it was by opening it and, asking if he could read it, because I can't read it. And he just died.
Well, yes.
Can you assist?
The scroll is meant for only the person he handed it to. Anybody else will die immediately.
How the hell am I supposed to read it if I can't understand the language?
Someone who's already dead might be able to read it.
That's a funny story. What does that mean?
Oh. If someone like yourself, perhaps.
How does everyone know?
It's okay, child.
Forever.
I may be blind, but I can
He gives
still
us a
see
scroll
what
that
you
no
are.
one else can read except the dum-dum.
You're blind. Oh, okay.
That's why he hasn't walked towards you? He just stood outside the door?
Out of curiosity, if you're blind, and I showed this to you, would you still die?
Probably not.
Okay, I don't know what this thing is or how it works. I'm not gonna try it, but I'm just curious. So how do I read this?
Find someone who can read it.
I tried. He died immediately.
That's because it wasn't for him.
It was for me.
He was living.
How can I read it?
Find someone who's dead.
Am I supposed to go around raising corpses to find someone that understands how to read these things?
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I wouldn't do that.
Then what would you do?
I'd find somebody who could read it.
I'm gonna slap. I'm gonna slap the blind into you.
So, 26 perception to spot where an ace is sort of standing.
An ace is like 3/4 to the very far end of the temple.
An ace! There you are.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Waving scrolls at people.
And the cleric just speaks up. All are welcome at Norgabur's temple, even those who do not follow the path.
I'm making sure it's tucked away in between. And I am literally, taking that 11 that I rolled, that's going to be a 14 to kind of hide behind Eo thing. Even though this guy can't necessarily see me.
Let's try this one more time. Who else do you know that could possibly read this that is already dead?
What?
Probably no one in this village. You might have to go to Bint.
Built? Bilge?
Built.
Okay. Bulge?
The major city.
Why are we needing to find somebody dead?
Because if anyone living reads this, they die. Other than me.
Is that... Wait.
Okay, so apparently whoever he presents this to is meant for them.
Who's he?
And the guy on the horse. Anyone else who reads it dies.
Oh, poor unfortunate souls.
So I need to find someone that's dead that can read this, because anyone else that tries to read it dies, and I don't understand the language. There's a lot of questions involved, I know.
I'm stuck on this. How can you... How you killed him, but what?
Intelligence!
He literally just told me anyone other than the person he presents it to that reads it dies.
Keep it to
23
yourself.
intelligence.
That's the
To make
plan.
sense of what she just meant. You have to be undead to read it? So what does that mean for an ace?
No, you have to be the one it was presented to.
I happen to have a lovely little... This is out of character, by the way. I happen to have a lovely little get out of jail free card in this one. Because he gave it to me, which means I'm automatically immune to it. But I'm also immune to it.
So how do we go about... Why do we want to know what's in it?
Because he gave it to me and said, let them know soon they will come.
Let who know?
Why don't you just go?
I don't know. That's why I wanted to read it. To find out who.
Why don't you just go after the person that was on the horse? They were awful slow.
I get the feeling they didn't want to be chased after. I mean, I guess hold on. Please don't be low.
That's low. That's very low.
Oh, God, why do we do these things?
Because we're awesome, cool, cheerful, and dice rolls.
She stops, thinks for a second, holds up a finger. I'll be right back. And then bolts out as fast as she can.
Wait,
Down the road towards where the horseman rode off to.
Alright, give me an acrobatics.
Not a problem. 12. 14, sorry.
Okay. So you happen to just barely make it over the corpse at the door.
Whoa. Like, sorry about your dude. Sorry about your accolade.
I'm going to peek over Eothane's shoulder at... Well, I'm 5'6". How tall is Eothane?
Taller.
you're taller.
So I'm going to kind of peek over...
How tall are you?
5'8".
How tall are you?
5'6".
Aren't you like 5'2"?
I'm 5'4".
So I'm going to kind of look over Eothane's
she's
head
still
at
Yeah.
the priest, like, Mr. Priest, sir,
Cleric, but yes.
was that man on the horse, and why was he so terrifying?
Oh, he's their messenger.
Who's they?
We don't know their name. They don't give it.
Wait,
They
he
are
was
the
terrifying?
watchers of the village, let's say.
Watchers of the village?
Yes. They're the ones that the tribute is for.
They're the ones I'm supposed to hide from?
I don't know if you should be telling them.
Why would you hide from their glory?
Right. I am bluffing the hell out of this.
Eothane is very nonchalant. Wait, you found that terrifying?
That's a 15 bluff.
They could help you towards the correct path.
Right. Yes. Right. Yes. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go back to the inn and I'm gonna meditate on that. Mm-hmm.
You are welcome to meditate here.
You walked into that one.
Yes, I did.
You went full force into that one.
She's really picky about her locations.
Yes,
All
that.
sign. That was not a bluff. That was just literal annoyance at you meditating. Going, would you just go already?
Considering I have yet to meditate once so far.
She assumes that's what you do first thing in the morning. Why you take so long getting dressed?
Yes.
Not realizing that it's you getting dressed.
No, I have my own way of doing things. Yeah. So I need to go back to the inn and do it there.
As you wish.
But I appreciate your offer very much, Mr. Cleric, sir.
Before you go, could you assist an old man with a dead acolyte?
Sure.
If you would, I heard that he's just dead by the door.
Yeah, where do you
I like
want
how
him?
no one gave any fuck the fact that I just straight killed a person by accident and then just like whatever.
I rolled a percentile and I got a 99.
It was the best thing.
Straight up.
No, it's coming. Where do you want him?
Jesus.
With all the other dead people, the cemetery, obviously.
I don't know why you're reacting like that. You should know by now, Eothane.
Yeah,
At this
you have
rate-
a habit of doing things like that.
Okay, you get to help me carry him out there.
And you don't get to order me around. I'm gonna ask this guy some questions.
Wow.
I'm joking. I'll help you. She's already walking towards the dead body.
So, with her help, I'm going to carry him to where I think the cemetery would probably be.
Why can't you just ask?
I want to limit my interaction with Guy to as little as possible.
Damn, Eothane's sassy today. She's got attitude. She hasn't had a chance to cook at all yet in the last 2 days. 2
So
days.
you go outside and you just peer to the left, and there it is.
So there's the graveyard.
Right there. Get to digging.
Just like right outside of the temple.
Crap, I have to dig too? Let's just put him over here and then go. Wow. He didn't specify he had to be buried. He just had to be put with the rest of them.
Eothane sits the body down from on one end. Immediately walks back in. Got any shovels? Where can I find your shovels to bury your friend?
And Elspeth's going to swear under her breath.
The cleric's just like, oh, wait, someone there.
Yes.
How may I help you, child?
How do you want the body buried?
Underground.
Do you have any shovels?
I'm sure the graves keepers do.
Where can I find the graves keepers?
Oh, they usually have a little shack that they stay in.
By the cemetery?
Within it, yes.
Alright, thank you. I'll do that. I'll let you know when the body's be taken care of.
And as soon as we... no, I'm leaving for the inn because I am not burying anybody. I'm done. I still have something to do with an ace.
I know. I gotta roll a percentile.
Everyone's got something to do with me lately.
72. Oh, the poor baby can't handle the dead body after everything that we dealt with in the manor.
Yes, the manor tried to kill me. I don't trust this body to not come back and try to kill me.
Why you gotta say these things in front of him? You know what's gonna happen.
In front of who?
The almighty powerful one.
I'm sure he's already got his plan, considering he plans far enough ahead to have children's names written down.
Maybe you should, what is it that you're doing? Does AFA know that you're slowly becoming holy?
It's not.
I mean, she only knows that she has like the symbol. She's always fiddling with it.
And that I cast light.
Oh.
And I can cast healing.
Oh.
If you have knowledge of religion, you would know. But otherwise, you just think she's got special abilities.
I don't have knowledge of religion. Well, suck it up. Buttercup.
Nope, that's a 73. She's not sucking it up. She's leaving.
Did I ever catch the horse, or is it just
We're
gone?
getting to that.
Okay.
Fine. If you're gonna walk away like a coward, go walk away like a coward.
Happily.
And then she walks away and she's like, oh, and don't forget to find the priest and the paladin.
I'm going back to the inn.
Okay. So as you move the body, you can hear the bell start to toll.
Okay, that must be the all clear signal.
Meanwhile, someone running. You do finally get to the road, and you can see them down the road a bit. So you run into.
Keep going.
Yeah, everything's percentiles just kind of scare me.
Yeah, because they're being a bitch to me.
High or low?
Oh my god, why you do this to me? Low. It's always been low.
It is low.
Thank God.
And here, I was going to suggest to you, always say the opposite of what you think.
Versus high.
So, as you are about 20 feet from him, a dark portal opens in front. He walks in and it closes behind him.
Of course. Evil dimension door.
It's not rich people. It's
Like, alright. I gotta stand there for a second and stare out into nothingness and like, this is just not my day.
So as you are just kind of standing there staring, you notice that the entire road where he rode on and then rode back, everything where the horse walked is dead.
Well, I'll walk back to town.
I just envision a little kid.
It's very good you said low.
What would have happened if he said hi?
He'd catch up.
Probably Anace's death.
Again.
Permanent.
Oh, you poor little addict.
Alright, so you walk back.
Mm-hmm.
The blacksmith is already back out, working on whatever he was working on. Then you can hear the temple's bell ringing.
I'll just walk back to the temple where I last saw them. Unless I see them.
You see Elspeth walking back towards the inn. What is Aelthane doing?
She was going to the shack where the gravekeepers were.
You don't see anything.
I'll put the scroll in my backpack as I'm walking towards Elspeth. As I get closer, I'll be like, hey!
So you're...
Motioning to you.
I turn around. I walk straight back to you.
Oh boy.
Imagine that.
And that is a 20 to slap you across the face.
You still miss.
I should give it a try.
Like, what was that about?
Killing people like that?
You think I knew he would die?
And then chasing down the big bad evil?
Literally the only lead I had on reading this was the big bad evil.
I'm sure the mayor can help.
I don't think the mayor wants to read it.
Well, that may be, but he may know something about it. It
Well,
sounds like this
talk
is a
to
regular
him.
occurrence.
Well, it sounds like we need to talk to him anyway, so let's just get a move on.
Well, you have to go collect Eothane because she is being so very nice to the Dark Priest and burying that body.
I stare at you for a second. I'm really thirsty. Back to the inn.
No, before you even get to do that.
Yep.
That's a 14.
36.
Oof.
So as you two are talking in the street, you can suddenly hear whispering coming from towards the inside.
I whip around and stare at it, like, what was that?
It's a bunch of villagers.
What are they whispering about? I'm at 36. Good
They're
luck.
whispering about you and pointing at you.
I turn quickly. Can I help you?
They're like, you chased away the evil horseman?
Oh, for Sarah and Ray's sake.
Sure. Do you want me to
You
roll
are
a
giving
bluff?
such a nasty look
Okay.
at me.
Elspeth is suddenly pushed aside by the crowd, and you are now up in the air.
Oh, you bitch.
Wait, I desired my drink.
These villagers are cheering you.
I just killed a man. And I tried to chase down the big bad evil, and now I'm a hero again.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Elspeth.
I am going to turn on my heel, and I'm going to go to wherever I think the mayor may be. I'm going to start this meeting with or without them.
Sure. All right. He pointed right to where it was. It's the only building that's 2 stories.
Well, I am stomping my way over there. I am pissed.
Gee, why is that?
Is it because you're not the center this time? You gotta take bottom.
Oh. It's evil things. Evil is winning.
Oh dear God, can't wait till we find that priest and paladin again.
So I'm going.
So you go in, and he has it's a large room with a bunch of seating and a fireplace. And you hear a bell jingle when you open the door. He's like, "Welcome, welcome, please come in. Have a seat, I'll be right with you."
And I'm just going to stand by the door. Fold my arms and just wait.
So in a few minutes he comes out. He's like, "Ah, where's the rest of your group?"
Oh, they're off enjoying themselves.
Oh, that's a pity. I wanted
One
to all
is burying a body and the other one is
Being celebrated
God's
for
only
making
know.
the body.
being celebrated for
The
something they
messenger
didn't do.
killed another person.
Oh no, it was scroll that he gave to an ace.
He just is looking at you like, what?
He gave an ace something, a scroll, and it killed somebody at that temple of yours.
All right. I'll have to look into that. Meanwhile,
Well, the body's already getting buried because Eothane is so nice.
She's not happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
So,
I guess that I'll just have to give you the good news.
She is a pouty child right now.
good news?
Yes, of course.
More so than you would think.
And, okay, spill.
Well, first we have to come into my office.
So
I'm
what's happening?
right through the door.
So, where'd you leave off? Did you leave off with me chasing down the dark bag pad?
After that.
Slightly after that?
When she left after I headed back to the inn.
Oh, okay.
I tried to slap an ace.
Missed
Yes,
hardly.
of course. And then Anace started being lauded as a hero for chasing off the guy on the horse.
The evil horseman.
And so I went straight to the mayor saying that's like, okay, I'm not going to wait for the two of you. I'm getting to the bottom of this now.
But you're being goody two shoes apparently and burying a body, and I'm being celebrated for something I didn't do. The second time.
So, he has a long parchment on his desk.
You don't have any PTSD with scrolls, do you?
No, not yet. So, okay,
Just statues of armor.
what is going on here?
And dead cats.
It's our gift to the three of you for your service.
What is it?
What is this gift?
Points to the scroll. Parchment, I should say.
Can I side eye it?
Can you read it?
I don't know.
It's in common. It's very intricately scribed.
Get to reading, buddy.
I will look at it and try and see what it says.
It's a deed.
What?
Eat to what?
I act as if I'm there and I'm not. Like that little background voice. What?
I have my castle, you have yours.
It's a deed to a place known as Wilton's Roads.
All right, I gotta write that down.
That sounds like a euphemism.
Is everybody getting a place and not Eothane?
I mean, you are. It's for all three of us, apparently.
So, where is this? What is this?
So, as you look at the scroll, down at the bottom, you can see 3 signature marks.
As in, like, places for us to sign?
And he's like, I have... This is
I really did take 4
special
damage.
type of deed. Here's a quill.
Why do we make a production of it when Anace and Eothane are here as well?
That's what the idea was, but they didn't show up.
They will, but there are other things happening that we need answers for.
Alright, fine. Bring them in.
Bring who in?
Duh!
Oh my god.
Eothane and Anace.
They're off doing their own thing. I came to you on my own because they're lollygagging around doing other things.
How dare they lollygag?
Yes!
I'm out there gagging lollies. Okay. Yeah, it's not quite right.
Yeah, but
I
that's
think
staying
you
in.
need to bleep that out.
Oh no, it's staying in.
That one is funny enough to be horrible enough to be in there. But, now I'm a horror person. More so than usual.
What is... Everybody seems to understand this as being a regular thing. What is happening here?
What do you mean?
That Dark Rider...
Oh, that's the messenger.
Of whom?
The Triad.
Who is this triad?
They're the ones that we have to pay tax to.
No.
Okay. So the people you pay tax to employ dangerous evil entities?
Yeah.
You're having some dangerous conversation right there. The mayor.
The mayor would know. I
feel that sweet little Elspeth is out of her elements. Around evil.
She is very much becoming out of her element.
Maybe
So-
you should become evil.
No!
The only one
You
here
can stay good. It's okay.
who's evil not out of
Evil
choice, but
Adam.
necessity is you.
I'm not evil yet. I have yet to commit a real crime.
No, but you still detect as evil.
Yes, permanently.
I mean, you did show that scroll to somebody and it died.
I didn't. That was not on purpose.
What are you
It's
talking about? In
technically
any
not a
else's
crime.
eyes? In anybody else's eyes, it could be.
Could be, but that's like
Would
society
be.
calling someone horribly evil because they misunderstood an act of good.
It happens. This
So
is
what do
people
you
we're
do?
talking about. Human beings are foolish.
Yes, but my alignment is not.
Why did you run over that balloon today?
What is Elspeth doing?
I'm
slowed
thinking,
down.
because at this point, as they say,
That was chaotic.
she is incredibly out of her depth at this point. Incredibly out of her depth.
Who?
Elspeth.
Of course she is.
Because with how blasé he is about this, she's like, fish mouth, gaping, like, what do I do now?
Maybe you
get
should
your
go find your
friends.
friends.
Oh no, that's what she's good. It's like, hold that thought. I have to go get the other two.
Yes,
I'm getting
please,
such a headache.
Please do that. I'll be right here.
She leaves and she's just like rubbing her temples the whole time because she is actually getting a headache from all of this.
Wah, wah, wah. Like you're just putting more pressure upon thyself.
Yeah.
And you're the healer.
I know. She's gonna go to the graveyard first to collect the thing.
She's probably less annoyed at you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? She's the one that called her a coward.
So you go search for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find the thing first.
Putting the body in the grave.
Dark humor.
You find her
You're doing an
along
unboxing.
with two grave workers
Huh?
You're doing an
digging a
unboxing.
hole.
So I'm gonna
The shovel.
go up to Eothane and tell her they can finish it. We need to go see the mayor to sign the deed.
And the cleric is standing there too, watching over. Not really.
She's
watching
essentially
over.
finishing up. She's like, I got a few scoops left. So
Shantia,
all finished.
And we also have to find Anase, who was apparently another hero.
The only hero left. Everyone else ran away. I'm like, hey, wait, I need stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't run away. I had a body to bury.
Yeah, well,
The village was running away from
Yeah.
the rider.
that's what I meant, not you specifically. Well, that one definitely ran away.
Mm-hmm.
That one also probably could have died by accident if we were getting too close.
Everything looks to the cleric. All right, I finished burying the body.
He starts mumbling some words, and he's like, "It's done. Have a good rest of your day."
You as well, sir.
And even though he's blind, he walks perfectly back into the temple.
Something smells fishy. What?
Sounds like a brothel.
Her percentile says she overlooks it and just.
Took you about that long, huh?
I did not hear what you said.
I got that. No.
I didn't even hear what you said.
It's okay.
So we need to-
be overlooked.
Might as well just go find the largest gathering since apparently she's the hero.
I know not where I am currently.
Do I catch your emotional poutiness?
Emotional happiness.
22. No, she does not.
Right.
Figure out what you're getting at. Okay, let's go then. Wait, why is she?
They claim she's a hero because they saw her following that rider, and they think she made it go away.
Oh, okay. Let's go. It doesn't ask us anymore.
Well, now we're going to go try to find an ace.
As you're walking around, you can hear chanting.
Well, just follow that noise.
Oh, sorry. I thought you weren't here anymore.
Mentally, physically, or emotionally?
All of the above.
Are you heading
Two of the
towards
three.
the chanting?
Yeah. Heading towards the chanting.
You finally get in view of it, and it's a group of villagers and an ace propped up on top of them, kind of parading her around.
Propped up on top of them. Brain. Welcome to the
Great
resort. You're so talented.
That is a 11 diplomacy.
Wow.
So, the mayor wants to see us when you're done, Your Highness.
I don't even need to roll sense motor for that, considering my base sense mode is like 23. I'm like,
I'll wait. And I just fold my arms.
I don't know how long this is gonna go for either.
Wow. 19 diplomacy. An ace. Come on, let's go.
I'll be there in a second. I'm trying to get down. I get the feeling I'm not doing this completely of free will. It's more like being held up by people and just kind of tossed repeatedly, and you're like, okay, I'm here now.
That's exactly what's going on.
Yep. I am riding the wave of people that think of me as a hero.
Is someone going to attempt to talk to the crowd?
Yeah, because I'm like, I'll be there when I can.
Well, let's see. Can I roll a better diplomacy? Not really. That is a 15 diplomacy. To kind of like tap one of them on the shoulder. Can we borrow her for a while, please?
29 diplomacy. Aothane.
It shrugs you off.
Aothane's gonna walk up, clapping and going, excuse me. 29 diplomacy. Can we have an ace back? We need to go talk to the mayor.
The crowd goes silent.
Oh.
An ace is set down.
You wish.
They part, so you have access towards the mayor's office, and they cheer you.
Aothane, thank you.
Like, thank you. I'll be back.
On a little note,
I'm waiting for this note.
an ace is basically like bowing and raising her arms in the air going, thank you, thank you.
She's being a showman.
Yeah. This is
You're
the
so
most
pouty
exciting
about
thing
it.
that's ever happened to me. And I'm dead.
Elspeth is still really salty about everything that's happened this day.
It's because she's not getting her own party time.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out. We'll get you that party time.
Maybe an ace will reinvent the maypole for you.
Let's go. Mayor,
Anyway,
that way.
to the mayor.
Hold the door open for the two of them even.
Ding ding.
Thank you.
How kind of you.
The mayor steps out immediately and is like, "Oh, good! All three of you are here finally."
Hello,
So,
sir. What can we help you with?
A signing? This way.
for what?
Our gift.
We have a gift.
Okay. 17, 19, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 diplomacy. What are we signing exactly, sir?
Come this way. So it's his office, and there's a parchment on his desk. Even from a cursory glance, it's very ornately written.
Aothane's going to just like read over it.
It's a deed.
To what?
Another property in the area.
Wilton's Rose.
What is Wilton's Rose?
It's a house here in the village.
Sense motive. 26.
It's a house. You're in the village.
I still rolled sense motive. 26 says nothing.
He's telling you the truth. Or your feeling is he's telling you the truth.
Ooh.
What house is it? Is it that abandoned one? Or is it a different one?
Well, it's been empty for a very long time.
I think
They've been playing in it for a while.
Oh, yes, we know that house already.
We've encountered it.
Well, I thought you cleaned it, whereas I'm not supposed to talk about this.
That doesn't really matter. I mean, it's your house once you sign on the line.
If Aothane is reading the document, is there anything that reads oddly particular about the deed? In the deed? Anything odd is written in the deed?
No. It's just a standard deed. It just happens to be a lot more colorful.
Sense motive on the GM.
As she's reading it, I just pick up the quill. Okay.
So you pick up the quill, and the second you touch it to the deed, your name is scribed out.
That's neat.
Very. Are you asking me?
Yes, you.
I didn't do it.
Who did?
It's the house's deed. It was owned by a very magical person.
Oh, that's interesting.
Seems smart enough. James trustworthy. She picks
Wait,
up
hold
the
on a
quill.
second.
Sign.
I go looking through a backpack for a certain other deed, pull it out. Is there a place for signatures?
On that deed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there names on it already?
Good question.
All three of your names are already on that deed.
Right.
Without even having to write them.
I just fold it back up, put it away. I'm like, alright. Interesting.
Was that the deed that I think it was that you were holding right there?
Yes.
Do you sign?
Aothane signed already.
Would
Second
you like
person to
another
sign.
Elspeth, she does it, but her hand is shaking as she does it.
So it's just like an aces, you touch the quill to the paper and it immediately writes it out without you actually having to do it. It's like, okay, it's yours. Shall I mean, you obviously know where it is now, so he just rolls it up, puts ribbon around it. He's like, who wants to take
Aothane will
this?
take it. Wow. Aothane reaches out you.
I'm just like, eh, and you're like,
I mean, she wasn't trying to be very greedy about it. She was just like, alright, I guess I'll take it.
So, welcome to our fair village. New residents.
so what exactly does it entail being a resident in this village?
How much are the taxes?
I figured out why he made us sign it. Welcome, residents.
Yeah, I screwed.
Oh, poor you. So untrustworthy of the GM.
Our only taxes come from Bint.
Built.
Built.
Oh,
It
you
changes
mean,
like every time.
you mean from where the triad is?
Yes. Generally, everybody works towards the common good in this village.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is the tax? Like, how much of blank do you need?
That load of
Wool? Cashmere?
cashmere is going to cover the entirety of this year's taxes.
You get the feeling you shouldn't let them know that it all was collected at once.
I'm not so sure they'll believe that.
I mean, maybe think it took a little longer than me going out into the woods for a couple hours. Because otherwise the taxes might increase.
Exponentially.
Yes.
And there's only so much fur that can be brushed off those rabbits before they're bald.
Anyway,
Depends on the season, really.
they don't generally talk to anybody. They just collect their taxes and leave. The only time they have to do that is if we don't have all the taxes, and then they do talking, quote unquote.
Oh
Interesting.
my
One way or another, they get their taxes.
What is the mayor's name, though?
What's this village called again? Out of character. What's this village called? I
So the
didn't think
mayor's
we'd end up
name
being staying here.
Is unironically Steve.
Oh my
Mayor
goodness.
Steve, okay.
Wow.
What's his last name?
It's the village of Radan. R-D-A-N. R apostrophe D-A-N.